Allah bless you all. Allahumma ameen. Ya Rabbil Alameen. I'm so happy to see Brother Samir here today. Brian, mashallah. Alhamdulillah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. So happy to see Brother Abdul Basit. Malik too, mashallah, yes. Hajj Wajdi. Derek, we told him we miss him. So what happened? Okay, he's good. Then, alhamdulillah, Kaden, Ismail, mashallah, Habib. You know, when you see the young generations, it's half, you feel so happy, alhamdulillah. Where is Muhammad and Iyad, mashallah. Ibrahim also. Yes. When you see young generations like Brother Hamza, mashallah. Right. the age in the heart. It's not in the body. Okay, so we talked today about the story of the people of Saturday, the people of Sabath or Sabbath. Okay, so Sabath, that is in Arabic, means the people of Saturday. Okay, as we did last Friday, let me ask you today, what do you love or like the most about the story? What do you like, something in your mind? Yes. Fishing, yes, he liked fishing, yes. That they disobeyed Allah's command. Okay, so Brother Hamza, all the Khuttbah is thinking about fishing, yes. And I might get a grouper. Yes, and the fish was easy, accessible by Saturday. Yes, it's part of the test. So where is this hat? Whenever you go and you do not catch fish, that's a test from Allah. Okay. Brother Mu'tasim here, he's casting his net. So are you the one who put it in on Friday night? I see, that's why. That's fine. I hope we do not change to apes and donkeys. Okay. So what else? What else do you think that this is the good point that we know? Do you remember how many categories we divided the community at that time? 3. The disobedience and the obedience and the silence. I call them the silent group. Those people who didn't make anything, but Allah had mentioned that they would be punished. But you know, there is something here I like. When you study that story in the book of Islam, they call them the breakers of the covenant of Allah. The breakers of the covenant of Allah. That is a punishment. And this is the only point that I need to comment before we go to dinner, because we are not supposed to talk too long. But I'm telling you, we have to learn the lessons from that story. It's about the covenant with Allah. Let me ask Auntie Mariam. Maybe, Auntie Mariam, are you awake? Allahu Akbar, mashallah. Okay, do we have a covenant with Allah? Where is that covenant? Allahu Akbar. You see, mashallah, she still remember what we mentioned like 3 years ago, when we talked about the main theme of the chapters of the Quran, or 2 years ago. So we talked about Surah Al-Fatiha. We said Surah Al-Fatiha is a covenant with Allah. Actually, that's why we repeat it every rak'ah. You might say, Imam, why should we say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Malik Yawm Al-Din, every rak'ah, 17 times a day at least? Because it's a covenant. It's a contract between you and Allah, agreement. The two parties here, Allah and then you. And that's why you start the agreement by praising Allah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawm Al-Din. The first condition, Iyaka na'bud. We only worship you, O Allah. Number 2, وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينَ. We only seek refuge, only in you, O Allah. And then, in order for that to happen, in order for that worship to take place, I ask you, O Allah, guide me. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Allah, guide us to the right path. Then you say, sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim. The path of the people that you are pleased with, not the people that you are angry, or the people you had, they went astray. That's the whole thing, the covenant with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So imagine somebody who made that covenant, like the brothers Jordan and Brian, they just prayed the 2 rakats or the 3 rakats of Maghrib, and they recited Surah Al-Fatiha. They made that covenant with Allah. Imagine if one of them, right after Isha, they disobeyed Allah after 1 hour. So that means what? You violated the agreement. And those people, the people of Sabath, they said to Sayyidina Musa, you know what? 1 hour is not enough on Friday. Like some of the time to be in the worship of Allah is not enough. You know what? We are so committed to the worship of Allah for the entire day. We need the entire day. We refuse Friday. We don't want Friday to be our holiday. We want it Saturday. And they stayed and they said, okay, the whole day, no work. And if you are following all the Jews everywhere in all the globe, they don't work on Saturday. They don't work on Saturday at all. And actually, if somebody worked, he will be cursed. They know that. Even some types of food like shrimp and all of this, that is haram. And some types of food on Saturday, they cannot eat. And that's actually something you need to know. You know, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes things easy for you, then you start arguing. Lots of people ask, okay, why this is halal? They argue about what is halal. And sometimes they make religion tough upon themselves. So what happens? They by themselves, their religion becomes so tougher and tougher upon themselves. And they represent Islam or give bad image about Islam. That's not Islam that Allah had ordered us to do. Lots of people became so extremists in religion because they didn't understand the reality of religion. Religion came to make people's life easier and then to make them happy. Like, and one of the impressions, let me use that word, one of the impressions about the religious person, that he does not laugh. He's always, you know, gloomy, dark, serious. You cannot expect him to laugh or be. Why? He's so strict, religious. By the way, to be religious, that does not mean to be strict. To be religious is very simple. Just to follow the commands of Allah. That's it. And let me give you that example. First of all, Allah made them halal, made the halal, which is to fish, to go fishing. How many days? 6 days, except Saturday. Okay. When they didn't, you know, like obey Allah in this, what did Allah make? Allah brought the fish only 1 day. What about the rest of the days? No. And before that, fishing was allowed and the fish were everywhere. But Allah had made things tougher upon themselves. And that's a good lesson for all of us. Rasulullah, I always ask the young generations, please study this hadith. It's very, like one line, but go to study the meaning, go to study the circumstances, go study this hadith in depth. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Inna dina yusr. The religion is so simple and easy. وَلَنْ يُشَادَّ الدِّينَ أَحَدٌ إِلَّا غَلَبَهُ. And no one is going to make it hard upon people or upon himself, except the religion is going to defeat him. What does it mean? Somebody came and said, oh, you know, Imam, Islam is so hard to be practiced. I will ask him, how many pillars of Islam? How many? 5. Okay. Let's take one of the cases. Somebody who is sick, cannot fast. So you drop 1 out of 5. Someone is, the same person is poor. He is not eligible for zakat. So drop 2. Someone does not, the same person has no money to go to Hajj. Drop what? 3. Zakat, the charity, to give to the poor and needy money. Okay, so now 3 out of 5. He said Shahada once. He would not repeat it again. So what remained? Only 1 out of what? 5 pillars. Did you find this at any religion? And how long it takes? How long it takes to pray? Like, just give me a good number. 8 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, 8. I will take the highest. No, let's say I would take 8 multiplied by 5. So 40 minutes in 24 hours. 40 only, not only 1 hour, 40 minutes out of 24 hours. That's so simple, so easy. But it's about the dedication. It's about to submit yourselves to the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Pay attention not to be amongst the people of Sabath, because their problem, or their main problem, that they wanted to find an outlet not to execute the orders of Allah, not to obey the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They try to find a sneaky way. You know, lots of people, if they came to a certain point and they know that this is for real haram, Allah had made things easy. You know, subhanallah. When you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to fish, then they leave all the week and they ask you, can we fish on Saturday? Why we can't? Imam, what about before Saturday starts, before 5 minutes before Saturday? Imam, what about early Saturday? What about late Saturday? Leave the whole Saturday, like somebody tells you. Okay, how many drinks we have right now in the markets? How many brands? How many types of juice and water, soda, all of this? Out of all of this, they just hold the wine. Imam, what if I get a little sip, but I'm not drunk? How much percentage should it have be? So like it would be halal. Now you leave Sunday and Monday and only you pick one item. Allah had made all items are halal. Okay, for the food, eat whatever you want. Like if you put the list of the menu, smashed potato, or like like if you put some beans, some items like salad, and all of these things, okay? Fish, salmon, all of this, shrimp, squid, whatever, okay? Then he tells you, and even with meat, beef is halal, and also the goats halal, everything. Then they will tell you, can you give me the scientific reasons why? Is that the question of somebody wanted to learn, or somebody wanted to find an outlet? But Imam, what about the bakeries? What about the hands? Brother, one item, Allah said, eat whatever you want. Eat. It is all our halal. But do not eat khanzir, eggs, bacon, haram. So Allah made Sunday, Monday, Tuesday available for you, and you still stick with Saturday. So lots of people fall into that trap, make things very simple, very easy. And if there is something wrong happened, you decide not to be amongst the people who kept silent. Oh, I only mind my business. It's not my business, so I don't interfere. No, talk. Even if you cannot talk directly, come to the Imam. Tell him, Imam, you know what? I saw something wrong. Imam, please address this. And give him to prepare or to decide the right timing. The right timing or the right way. Maybe if you saw one person is doing something wrong, then you came to the Imam. Imam, that person is doing this and this and this. Yes, okay, I understand. But the Imam decided that he will talk only between him and the brother. He doesn't want to make that looks like it's a phenomenon in the community. It is something huge in the community. Then he talks. Then you think, oh, maybe the Imam neglected my request. No, he didn't. He didn't. Simply, he didn't want to make an issue out of it. That's it. So may Allah guide us to the right. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all. Allahumma ameen. So where's Brother Ahsan? The Ahsan, I just wanted to thank him for all the good work that he's doing. Brother Rashid, mashallah, is doing amazing work in our masjid, in our community. May Allah bless him, bless Brother Khan. Allahumma ameen. Sister Tasnoor also, mashallah. Thank you so much for all the efforts that you guys are doing. May Allah bless you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, please. Oh, mashallah. I don't know. Yes, okay. Of course. Ya Allah.